Hey nerds, or guys, or gals. Which do you prefer I call you? Do you like being called nerds? I think you do, right? It's just a friendly little insult from me to you. Originally I was going to be recording this and doing the Tempest trial, but I realized something, and that is that I do not do well when talking about a topic and staying on the topic and discussing that topic when it is something. Oh, come on, damn it. When it comes to serious battles and things like that, I like to be a little bit more playful with it. And for this time, this time around, I'm guessing you can guess by the title what this is going to be about, but there's actually a lot more to the reasoning behind why I'm talking about this here, and that is because, well, when the Tempest video went up a little while ago, probably, I think like yesterday, day before, there were a lot of comments. A good portion of you were like, man, this stuff is difficult, and then there was like another portion that was just like, man, this is easy, anyone who loses is a scrub, and they were going around and just like commenting and being just in general rude to each other. Are you gonna crash? Okay, I was about to say, don't you dare do that. And so therefore I had to deal with a lot of that, and it was just like, okay, I think this goes without needing to be said, but don't be jerks to each other. I know it's difficult. It's difficult to say that, but yeah, just how about you don't? I understand that some have it more easy, and I will be that guy to say I've had it at times a lot more easy than hard when it comes to Tempest trial, or when it comes to doing the Tempest trial, because I've had some moments where I'm doing alright and I breeze through it. It's just that I'm never sure which one I'm going to get, and I'll be blunt, and I always say that. Yeah, I can definitely see where people are coming from when they say, yeah, it's difficult. I think it was Jay who said, at least when I was talking to him last, he said it felt like a lot like Grand Hero battles, but they were strung together and you never really were sure which one you were going to get. So your team is never precisely built for that. Like you're stuck with that one team until death do you part, basically. And you know what? I'm not going to bother with that armored unit. And yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. That is entirely what it feels like. It's this huge, massive thing where you're strung along and you're going through it, and you're never too sure what you're gonna get. And I'll just tell you what I've run into. Several times in Tempest trial, I ran into a unit that has massively inflated abilities, like be it stat-wise or whatnot. I ran into a Lucas who had 70 health, 70, and I didn't think that was technically possible. I wasn't prepared for that. I was just like, what? And thankfully, my Lind could easily kill him. He has enough resistance, and she was able to double him, at least destroy him that way. But still, 70 health. Now, the truly egregious thing that I actually ran into was probably, at least from my memory, was a fear. I actually ran into a fear that was over 50 attack, had Oliver resistance, of course, because that's just something that happens. That's great. Thanks, guys. And also had massive defense. Well, not massive, but good enough defense where she couldn't die from melee hits, and she definitely wouldn't die from any mage that I threw at her. So basically, it became a whole thing to actually try and kill a fear, which is not something I'm used to. Usually she just gets shredded by melee and is gone, but nope. Here we are, just dealing with that. That was fun. I also had a few other things, and that's not including, of course, the end result, which is Veronica, which I know a lot of you are keen to comment on and be a part of, and was like, hey, Veronica's difficult. And yes, I understand. Veronica can be very difficult. She's not an easy to deal with character. So yeah, that's not even including that battle, and I know a lot of people have been having trouble with her, especially. Of course, the first time I actually got to her, I ended up on the map where she had an Effie, which meant that she was bodying everything, and it was just the most annoying thing I've ever dealt with. Not fun. Did not like that one. So yeah, it's just a random game at that point. It's more or less you're luck based. You're gonna get a bit more luck, you know. Sometimes you go through it, no problem, no hassle, no nothing. Other times I've had problems where it's just like suddenly you lose. Hey, look, you're done basically, and it's just like, oh, joy. That's my favorite. And yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't think Tempest Trial is by any means terrible or hard or difficult. It's just kind of random. And the randomness of it, I guess, the randomness of it is what really adds to the difficulty, in a sense. Thankfully, you can turn down the difficulty if you don't have the units to do so. You don't, and I know this is where people are going to start really complaining, because that's just where it happens a lot. People are not too happy about, what was it? Oh, really? Do you really have really?
Onward.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna... anyways, but, like, people were really complaining about points, and... yeah, I mean, if I go through a full thing of Lunatic, I usually get 400, maybe a little less, because I don't have... I was not using a bonus hero. I did not want to really level up Tharja. Honestly, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to that. I don't like her as a character in this game. I already have Celica if I really wanted a powerful red mage, but the fact that I have to level up those to get a bonus kind of drove me to go, nah, I'm good, thanks, bye. Don't want to do it. See you soon, though. Call me on, you used to call me on your cell phone, but, God, I make terrible music references, and people still watch this. Why? Why? Anyways, yeah, that's basically the essential thing. People are gonna complain about points, but I think that the point of that is at least you have more content to be a part of, more content to do, if that makes any sense. Like, if you just went through everything and went, oh, hey, bam, bam, done, like it has been for the past few, months when it comes to content, outside of maybe occasionally a Grand Hero battle. Even then, it's still technically, oh man, I'm done already, isn't that crazy, guys? This is weird, I can't believe it, and, that stuff. God damn it, I could have used a turn. Whoops, don't do that, stop that. No Kal-El, don't. I feel like I'm always saying Superman's name. He is Kal-El of, I forget. Is it Omicron Persei 8, or is that Futurama? Anyways, so yeah, I get 400 just by doing that, and that's if I'm lucky, which I'm not usually insanely lucky when it comes down to getting Tempest Trial. And again, I was going to be doing a video of that with me talking over it, but right now I feel like I don't want to do it. I've had enough troubles as is. I don't feel like doing any more Tempest Trials and getting mad at the game, which is something I've had a lot of happen recently. I've gotten mad at it mostly because of the Veronica stage. That really just grinds my gears, I guess. I don't know, but do I think it's unnecessarily difficult? Yeah, at times it's brutally unfair, but that's kind of the RNG of it. You come back and you're just like, okay, well, I lost my team. The idea is you're kind of gonna lose your team probably. Every so often, you're probably going to end up losing that one session you had.
Yes.
I've had moments where I've lost a team, really early on, and I've had moments where I've lost nothing. But that's just kind of how it goes. This is just kind of how it goes.
Let's go.
I can move back just so I can deal with that a little bit later. But I don't think it's unnecessarily rude or difficult, honestly. I think it's just kind of it goes how it goes, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Is that because he has seal attack? Anyways, you know, I'm gonna leave this up to you guys' apparently. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit tired. But I don't think it's unfair or you know, just to be unfair. I think it's just kind of, you know, it exists. It's a thing. It happens. Occasionally, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, and that's just kind of how that goes when it comes to what is it? Tempest Trial. God, I forgot the name for a second. And you know, a lot of people are gonna complain. Let them complain, and don't, you know, if they're gonna complain and they're not having too much fun with it, that's fine. But don't pick on them in comments, guys. I don't think I have to tell you not to do that, especially not in mine. I figured that was kind of obvious. And I don't want people doing that. Also, you know, I do enjoy it. I find Tempest Trials to be exciting, but you know, it's not always something for everyone. And free-to-play users are probably feeling a lot of pain right now because of that. I will be the first to say that, because yeah, I can already tell they are going to have a hell of a time because they don't have as much units usually. But I think it's easily doable if you know, manage to make some good teams. You don't need all of them, but some good, decent teams, maybe. Yeah, that's all I gotta really say on the subject matter. I'm gonna be trying very soon to be playing it again and doing it, but right now I just want to level up Lucina and get Tharja or Tharja, whatever you want to say, up to her proper level, and then from there we'll move to the next thing. You know, we'll worry about that when it gets to that bridge, as they say. So, give me your opinions in the comments, guys. Is it too easy? Is it too difficult? What do you guys think? Is it too hard? Just give me a little ring on your cell phone. Your shell phone, apparently. This is now SpongeBob. Anyways, catch you guys later. I'm gonna level up Lucina, and then we'll probably try some good old Tempest Trials, but, you know, for now, catch you soon.